Hello, hello. Here already, Aunt Dinah? I didn't tell anybody I was going live. I just did it, so we'll see. I got my coffee. There we go. Yeah. What's everybody up to today? Not doing much. Trash on the table. What are these? Banana? I don't know. I got these from a friend. They look like paper. Oh, hey, Liz. Hey, girl. Hey. What you up to? What's up, Papa? Good morning, Sharon. Oh, watching the kids swim. You guys are always swimming. I'm jealous. Good afternoon, everybody. Angie, Jennifer. How are you guys? Oh, it's dark there already. It's going. The sun's going down here. We got icicles today. Hey, everybody. Welcome. Make sure you thumbs up when you're here. You used your digital pressure canner for the first time today. What you can. Yeah, Dinah's here. Amanda's here. What's up, guys? I just thought I'd jump in, say hi to everybody. I'm not going to have a video up today. I'm hoping for tomorrow. So I was like, man, I'll just jump and do a live real quick. Oh, hello from North Carolina. Yeah. Is most of your content going to be reviews from here on out? I've been loving them. I'm glad you're loving them. No, it's not just going to be reviews. That's one thing that I do as well. So it's going to be reviews thrown in with other content as well. I do have more reviews coming. But I also have cooking coming. Tomorrow I'm going to have a food bank haul coming. So I still got more stuff coming. It's not just reviews. That would be boring. But it is nice. So do you guys like that dicer review? Woo, that dicer is so nice. Hey, you better thumbs up if you're here. Oh, you canned turkey and broth. Very nice. Hello, everybody. Christine, hello. Joanne, hello. Marcia, is that your name? Marcia. Let's see. Hi, honey, from Grandma Sue. You're in New York, Deerfield, New York. Just made your chicken and rice casserole. Delicious. I'm so glad you liked it. Oh, that is really good with the chicken thighs. I love chicken thighs. It's my favorite part. Hello, Angela. Welcome. Christy, Australia. Welcome. Tuesday's your food bank day. Nice. Hello from Oklahoma. Made jelly from juice today. You're most welcome. How'd that go? Oh, it's pronounced Marcia. Thank you. I want to say the name. My name's Carolina, so I get Caroline a lot. So I understand wanting to say the name correctly, My favorite store is Winco. Isn't Winco awesome? Hello, Cindy. We're expecting snow tomorrow. That's awesome. We got our snow last night. Our icicles are dripping though, so it's melting a little bit already. Hello from South Dakota. Hello. Did you guys get snow as well? Hi, Judy. South Florida, did you guys get snow as well? As they say, as she's outside swimming right now or watching her kids. Oh, hey, Lori, welcome. I have never pressure canned before, so I was very proud of my turkey broth. I would be too. Good job. That's a good thing to start with for sure. I did turkey and turkey broth, and then I have beef stroganoff in the canner right now, and I did some turkeys with some turkey broth the last couple of days, so I've been canning a lot. And it's funny how you quit canning for a while and then all of a sudden you just can all the things and then you take a break. It's just funny how that works out. But yeah, so I've been canning as well, but that's great, especially with that electric pressure canner. That's supposed to be super easy and kind of hands off, So Thursday we're supposed to get snow. From Wisconsin, it's snowing like crazy outside. Woof. Ice and snow early next week. Man, that's in Missouri. Yeah, and you should be proud of all your canning, everything that you do. Oh, Tanya's here. Hello. I'm from North Carolina. I canned pumpkin and potatoes in my electric canner. Very nice. Oh, hi, Chris. Make sure if you guys are getting in here, give us a thumbs up. Hello from Ohio. Snowing like crazy. She's up in Michigan. Snowing in Michigan right now. Like I said, it snowed overnight, but it's not snowing right now. Marsha says, I finally got the under cabinet lights they reviewed and I love them. Good. our power went out for hours the other day, and they were a lifesaver for sure. That's awesome. They've been out of stock, so I don't know if they're still out of stock. Did you order them a while ago, like when I first did it? Because they like instantly went out of stock, and I'm like, dude, why you got me reviewing stuff? You got to have the product if my subscribers are going to buy it, you know? But yeah, they are really nice. I really like them too. I'm going to try dry beans in the pressure canner tomorrow. You got this. That's good. Nice backdrop you got. Thank you. I think you said, yep, it is from Tamu. Isn't it nice? I'm in the arts and craft room away from the children. This sliding glass door works nice. It's like a whiteout. That's pretty though. I love snow and like blizzards. Not when you're driving in it, but when, you know, you could be inside in the warmth watching it from the window, you know. Am I doing a garden this year? Yes, I am. Gideon, I'll be out in a minute. Thank you, buddy. Yes, I am doing a garden this year. Any tips? Oh man, this is going to be our 3rd year gardening, and last year was kind of a bust because it was just a weird season. Was that like same for everybody? It feels like it was just kind of weird for around that it started late, and we have a short season as it is. So, yeah, we're going to start doing our peppers soon. We're going to like start working on your plans now, what you're going to grow, find out when you need to start the seeds, if you're going to start seeds, when do they need to go in the ground, when your last frost is, you know, just do basic research of your area, what you want to grow, and go from there. Hi, Danielle. I wish we had snow waiting. Hello, Carolina. Sending blessings from Ontario. Thank you, Danielle. I'm glad you're here. A lot of YouTubers are advertising Temu. I've seen that too. It seemed like I didn't see one, and then all of a sudden I got one. Well, I also searched Temu reviews because I wanted to check out what other people are doing, you know. Not to copy, just to see what's out there, you know. And so now I feel like I'm getting more in my YouTube feed because I searched for it, you know. But I do notice that a lot of them, and they seem to have pretty good stuff. Like some of the stuff I was like, okay. Like that shelf already fell down, that sticky shelf. The egg thing is nice. I like the idea of it, but my eggs are too big to fit in there, and it's kind of frustrating to get them in and out. So I don't really like that thing. But I like this. This was really nice. I like the carpet for the kids. That dicer's really nice, but I just got a new chopper, but I might use it for Amanda Lynn. You know, so I had a few things that I liked from there. Let's see, hello from Vancouver. Is that right? Oh no, is that Virginia? I'm so glad I caught you on a live. Look, showing my smarts here. Yes, we ordered them shortly after review. Okay, well that was good, Marcia, because they ran out. Hello from New York City. Hey, homebound mama, how are you? They are rechargeable lights, yeah. Oh, that's a good idea to move them around and attach them to anything metal so they don't just have to be on what they, like the metal strips they came on. That's a good idea. You have 7 more cheap turkeys in my freezer, so I'm gonna be busy. Yep. Let's see, I usually do, if I got a lot of turkeys, I'll do like 2 turkeys at a time. I'll roast them and then shred them and then make broth from it, and then 2 more at a time. Like I got 14 quarts just now out of 2 turkeys, and the broth, I had enough broth to cover all 14 quarts in them, and then I had about 2 quarts left of broth. So that was nice. You love the background. Thank you. You know, I was like, oh, come sit over on this side. I'm usually over by the other side by the window, but I'm like, oh, I'll sit with this. So that works good. Last time, there was someone's pointing out that I got clutter over there. They're like, I feel bad for your family. You're sitting here talking, wasting time when there's stuff over there cluttered. I was like, wow. People. Hello, everybody. Hello, Janet. Oh, LaTanya, you made it. What's up, girl? How are you? You're not sleeping, huh? You always seem to be sleeping lately. Make sure you thumbs up if you're here, guys. People can be very rude. They really can, you know, and it's easy to point at somebody else from behind a screen or behind a keyboard, you know. And, excuse me, luckily for me, I don't take that crap personally, you know. I'm just like, whatever. Like, I don't think my husband cares about this pile of fabric that needs to be folded when I need my quiet time, you know. Plus, this is not a waste of time. I'm talking with you guys. The mushrooms go well with your flower dress. You're right, they do. I didn't think about that. Welcome. Eat the shrooms, man. Finally got alive. Yeah, I love seeing new people on my lives. Like meeting new people every day. My mom used to say, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say nothing at all. That's right, Amanda. I'm trying to teach that to the children. I still got a bit of a cough. I've been fighting it. This is about the worst that I've had is this cough. I took some medicine as soon as I started feeling it. The kids have a little snuffy, you know, and you got to constantly blow their nose. Ugh. Probably the worst, grossest part about a mom is having to blow snotty noses. Ugh. It doesn't look good. And I still have to do it. They're not at the age yet where they can do it by themselves. I got one lady that hates if I itch my nose or cough. They always got to say something, huh? You touched your nose. Don't listen to anyone. Some folks aren't unhappy unless they're mad. That's true. And it's easy to do attack a random person, you know. I've seen some other channels of people's house is trash and yours always looks nice and neat. Some people will complain about anything. Well, thank you, Danielle. I also shove stuff out of frame, you know. I got clutter everywhere. It's just like everybody else, you know, and I'm not going to hide that because I know that's normal. And someone telling me that, like, pointing it out and saying that's not normal, I'm like, whatever, that's on you then. You're the non-normal one. I'm normal. Hello, Christine from Oregon. Oh, I know. Speaking of Oregon, I said the wrong state on that yogurt, and there was plenty of people to correct me. I am so sorry, Oregon, that I said it was from Washington. It's bad Mama Bear. In the summer, I'm going to be sending you some watermelon stuff. Can't find anything right now. Oh, thank you, Susan. How'd you know I liked watermelon stuff? It's just happy. I don't know. Watermelon's just happy stuff. And you don't get to find too much kitchen stuff that's watermelon, so it's nice having people on the hunt for that stuff for me. Thank you. I really need like a watermelon clock, like a big round one to go in the top of my kitchen. That would be nice. Hi, Mama Bear. There will be my audiobook since I'm supposed to sleep near midnight in Ireland. Well, I'll try not to scream. My husband's on dad duty, so I shouldn't have to yell at children. Have you ever tried elderberry extracts and syrups? It helps in sickness when just beginning. I need to try that. I have not tried them yet, but I would like to try that. I've heard great things about elderberry. I agree, you are the normal one. Thank you, Danielle. I caught that Washington mix-up too, but man, close enough. You're too funny. Yeah, I know. Hey, man, people take that serious. Sarah, hey, Carolina, sent you a coffee. Aw, Sarah, thank you so much. I'm looking forward to an Aunt Dinah haul video. I do need to do that. Aunt Dinah is downsizing. She's the one who's giving me the freeze dryer. And apparently I got tons of jars coming. I got, she just decided to give me 3 number 10 cans of green beans. So I got those coming. What else did you give me, Aunt Dinah? I got a electric skillet. Is that it? I'm not sure. I don't know. She just, you want this? Yes. You want this? Yes. You want this? Yes. I have extra seeds if you want some. Sure, Ray. Always good for extra seeds. You know, you want to make sure you have extra seeds. You never know if you're not going to be able to get any this year, you know. Oh, hey, Pam. Welcome. Make sure you thumbs up if you're here, guys. Elderberry's good. Elderberry and zinc. Oh, good to know. Hello from Pittsburgh. Hello, Wendy. Love your videos and so looking to more. Aw, love sent to y'all. Thank you, Wendy. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I got more videos coming out soon. I know I'm kind of been in a lull lately, but I've been like, I don't know, obsessed with cleaning the house lately and getting it back in ship shape. So took a couple of days to organize my household, you know. They're sold pretty much anywhere in health stores. Okay. Hey, Carolina, Tracy from Michigan and living in Tennessee. Welcome, Tracy. So which do you like better, Michigan or Tennessee? Do you ever make jerky? I need to make jerky. You know, I tried making bacon jerky in my new dehydrator, and it did not turn out. I don't know. I followed a YouTube video on it. Those darn YouTubers lying about stuff. And it did not work out. So I don't know. I don't know if maybe it's just if it's bacon or what. So I am going to try more jerky for the first time. I have not made it yet, though. I need to know what's your kids' favorite stuff to play with. I don't have any more littles on my side. I get a kicked out of the kids. Betty Jen's into horses and unicorns. She also loves Blue the Velociraptor from Jurassic World. Conrad, he really likes like puzzles and like school workbooks. Like he'll just sit there and blow through a workbook by himself And he likes like building stuff and connecting things and, you know, having to think about stuff. He gets lost in whatever he's working on. So he likes like hands-on active stuff. He loves puzzles. Like we will do family puzzles. We'll do 500 pieces is about the level we're at right now. And we can usually finish that together. We'll all put on a movie and sit down and work on a puzzle or something together, which is usually me doing the puzzle because they're watching the movie. But yeah, so we do puzzles a lot. And then Gideon, he really likes like fire trucks. Please, nothing with sirens though. Please. No loud toys for Mama Bear. Oh, they drive me crazy. But yeah, he likes cars, Hot Wheels cities. They like Hot Wheels city stuff. Gideon, he likes sparkly stuff. They all like rainbow stuff. Yeah, they like Paw Patrol stuff. I think that's it. Is that enough stuff? I think that's good. Yeah. Man, I wish someone would send a bunch of jars my way. I'm telling ya. Griddle, cast iron, and ton of stuff. Thank you, Andino. I just got an electric skillet for Christmas. You'll love it. Yes. I'm so happy to see all that freezer food you got. Glad it didn't go to waste. Me too, Ray. Like, and I think with my friend, if she would have, like, I've known her for a year now, and if she would have done that a year ago before she met me, I think she would have thrown it all away. Like, I think she's really, since meeting me, has been a little more aware of waste and especially food waste because I talk about it a lot, you know. So that's good. And yeah, and she was like, just gave it to me, and I was like, "Are you sure?" And she's like, "Yeah, take it." She's like, "I'm happy for you." I'm like, "Well, I'm happy for me too. Thanks." So it was really nice, and we've been eating off of it, and I'm working on canning some of it. You know, it's fun. It's giving me a project too. I'm like, all right, well now how am I gonna get through this? You know, it gives me something to put my creative energy towards. You know, like, ooh, I could do this. You know. Heidi, I appreciate how real you are. Well, thank you, Heidi. I appreciate that. My daughter-in-law makes elderberry cereal from scratch. I've been sick too. Oh, that's nice. Hello, Lina. Is that how you say it, Lina or Lina? Come walk past their father to knock on the window to talk to me. I'm like, you just walked past Dada. Oh, hey, Janet. Have you planted ground cherries? I have never planted ground cherries. Ground cherries, gooseberries. That's a good question, Danielle. Elderberry juice is great for colds. You can just put a spoonful in tea. Just don't use too much. It can clear your gut, too. I appreciate that heads up. Oh, hey, Molly. Oh, you're about to start dinner? What you cooking, Molly? Liz says we're enjoying hunting for the watermelon stuff. Did I ever tell you Maddie's 3rd birthday was watermelon themed? No, this was before anyone ever did that, so I had to make everything. All the decor too. Jeez, Liz. Yeah, now they have watermelons popular for 1st birthday because they're 1 in a million, you know, 1 in a melon, I think is what it is. Yeah. I did real well at the blessing box today. Great haul. Lots of Trader Joe and organic stuff. Flour, pancake mixes, 4 pairs of warm socks, mac and cheese, and Japanese noodles. Many type of soups. That's great. That's a good haul. Can't wait for the video of you making tamales. I know, me too. I gotta research it. Some people gave me some channels to watch that they specialize in tamales, so I'm gonna watch those. They're probably gonna be messed up, but I think I'm gonna try several different types of fillings. Might as well, if I'm doing it, might as well try the different fillings, and then I'm sure they freeze well, so I'll probably just make a bunch and then freeze them, and then I made them, right? And then I can know if I need to do them again, if I will or not, you know. But yeah, I'm excited to make them too. I love learning new stuff. Like, that's one thing I love about my channel is that you guys really push me to learn new stuff too, because there's some stuff I was like, I want to learn it, but you know, I never had the motivation to do it sometimes. And you guys, I'm like, oh, they would love it. Or like, well, now I talked about it, so now they expect me to learn it, so I guess I'm doing tamales. You know, so you guys really push me out of my comfort zone too, and you know, force me to learn new things, which I really appreciate. You know, it's always great to learn new techniques and new dishes and new recipes and connect with new people. You know, I love that. That's definitely a surprise from my channel that I wasn't expecting, you know. A great surprise. Make sure you like this if you're here. I do not have a Meijer store near me. Oh, Christy, hello from Georgia. Terry, hello from Illinois. Hello from North Carolina. Ground cherries are a tomatillo technically, but taste like pineapple. Interesting. I have not grown those. That would be fun. Mom's the first one the kiddos go to. Isn't that right, Marcia? The walk by a dad. It's like, can you not even see? Kids. Dinah's going to have a good-sized garden again this year. Yep. I want to start another YouTube channel. Yeah, what would your channel be about, Ray? Cooking hamburger beef stroganoff. Easy recipe, but never tried it before. So wish me luck. Oh, do great, Molly. Those are really good. I have stroganoff in the canner right now. I pulled a bunch of beef stew meat from my freezer because I had to clear out a bunch of stuff to make room. And I had about 10 pounds of stew meat in there in several different packages. So when I just pulled that out and thawed it, and I cooked that up and made beef stroganoff, and it's in the canner right now, and I got 12 quarts. So that'll be nice, a nice dinner. 12 meals on the shelf, you know. See, I made yellow pea soup from the Blessing Box like sweet with vegetables and ham broth. It was so good. Ooh, that sounds good. When you say rainbow, you mean the rainbow game, right? Well, yes, it's called Rainbow Friends, but they're more like just the color rainbow and rainbows. Like, they like that stuff too, not just that game. That game's more for older kids anyway, so that's just stuff they, kids pick up. Even homeschooling, they still pick stuff up from other kids, right? Our subs really push us to be a better us, and I love that too. Yeah, Chris, it's really great. Drink your coffee. Thank you, Judy. I started a TikTok about missing folks here in Ohio, lost but not forgotten. I want to make a YouTube and podcast, but my nerves, though. You're nervous to put your face on camera. Well, some people don't have their face on camera. It's just their voice, So that could be a workaround if that really, is a deal breaker for you. I have tried 2 times, haven't nailed it yet, but I'm willing to try 3 times as a charm. Hello, Carolina and Peeps. Hello, Lana. You are great. You are so sweet. You help me learn so much. Oh, thank you, Teresa. Rachel Cooks with Love is my favorite Mexican food channel. Yes, I think that's the one that was suggested to me, Danielle. So I will check her out. Rachel Cooks with Love. Yeah. Haven't made stroganoff in years. Oh, Judy, it's so good. And it's like you can use like stew meat. You could use ground beef. There's all different ways. You could use sliced beef, like flank steak. All different kinds of meat you could use for a stroganoff. Or you can even make a chicken stroganoff. Watching you and your confidence makes me want to even more in cooking. Oh, well, thank you, Ray. Yeah, I've just been cooking for a long time, so I'm very comfortable in kitchens, especially being in a commercial kitchen. Like, canning up a bunch of stuff is nothing compared to working in, like, a commercial kitchen and the craziness. Oh. What livestock do you have there? Do you have a large amount? Right now, we have about 30 chickens is all we have, and 2 ducks and a turkey is what we got. And we are going to be doing more chickens in the spring. We are going to be hatching some, probably selling birds, and like selling babies. And then we also want to order like some, it's actually called like a mystery box kind of thing where you order it from a hatchery, and it's any leftover chicks that are from like people ordering specific kinds. And if some of them are left over or something, then they will do a mystery box of all kinds of random chicks. And then that's a good way for you to get it cheaper than ordering a specific breed, but you never know what you're going to get. And we told Betty Jan about that, and she just loves that idea. So we're going to be doing that somehow. I don't know. I looked at that like 4 years ago, so I'll have to relook and make sure people actually offer that. I think that's a thing, though. But yeah, so that way we can have a little extra selling because we have an incubator. Oh, and Aunt Dinah's giving me another incubator, so I'll have 2. So that way we can do them in batches, staggered. And yeah, so we're going to do that. And then I'm really glad I have chickens right now because right now I'm sitting on 5 dozen eggs because I'm getting between 4 to 7 eggs per day between my 30 girls. So That's pretty good. So they're not all laying, but laying enough for me to still get, you know, half a dozen a day. So that's nice. All right, sorry, I got distracted. Talk about my chickens. I was looking for something to use stuff we had here instead of running a store. Really focus on making things we already have at home. Good job, Molly. Like, and a lot of people think, oh, I don't have it, let me run to the store. But instead of, oh, what else can I use? You know, that is a good thing to switch, you know, to that mentality. I like watching Southern Frugal Mama. She is great. Yeah, she is. She's about to hit 28,000 subs. I toss things together, but I do think it would be 5 ingredients or less. Yeah. Oh, was hamburger helper stroganoff's pretty good. All right, everybody likes Rachel. Rachel cooks with love. All right, I'm gonna try her. What did everyone make for dinner? Let's see. I still have to. Cause Big Jan's like, "What'd you make?" And I'm like, "I've been canning all morning. None of this food's for you." Oh, Mama. So I gotta figure out something for him. You just touched your nose. Ah! And I coughed. Ah! Into my coffee, unsanitary. I still wish you would try out for MasterChef or Hell's Kitchen. I think you would be excellent for either. Oh, thank you, Alicia. I don't know. Like, that's some serious food. Like, I was watching The Pressure Cooker on Netflix, and I'm like, I almost think I can do that, but then I'm like, I don't know. Like, that's some serious stuff. Like, they're sous vide halibut stuffed with beet cream, goat cheese. I was like, like, I don't know. I'm sure I could figure it out, but I don't know. I almost feel like that would be a little out of my league. But you never know. I mean, I would have fun with it, that's for sure. And I don't know, it'd be nerve-wracking. But it would be fun. I guess it would be fun. They didn't bolt. Some did, my chickens. That's a lot of eggs. It is a lot of eggs. So I just made some breakfast sandwiches. And have those in the freezer with all my English muffins I got. Have you tried water glassing eggs? I have not tried that yet. I figured I will try that in the spring when I'm getting a lot more eggs. Eggs are $5 a dozen in Tennessee. That's crazy, Angela. We grow meat birds. Yes, we're probably going to do meat birds this year, Ray. We did them last year. We did 10 birds just to kind of see if we would do it and how it went. And it worked great. We really enjoyed it. And we processed them just fine between him and me. We did a couple a day because we don't have a plucker or anything. That's probably the worst part, having to hand pluck darn chickens. Vever, though, they got a commercial chicken plucker. I'm like, man, maybe I can get me a plucker. Making steak and mushrooms for dinner. Amanda, I'm coming over. I love steak and mushrooms. So glad to hear you are going to hatch your own chicks. They say it's very good timing to get into nowadays. Yes, and I'm glad that we started it like a couple of years ago. And then anytime if something happens and our chickens die or they get attacked or something and we lose some, I've been replenishing them. So I got the last couple. I probably got the last 15 over the winter a couple of months ago. Probably the beginning of winter, people are letting go of animals because they don't want to feed them over the winter. So that's a good time to get them at a discount, or if people are just looking to get rid of them. Like, I got some chickens for free because they just had too many and they couldn't afford to feed them, and they're still laying eggs. So I got 4 free grown hens that lay already because that lady just wanted to downsize. And I got that through my connection because my friend knows that I have chickens. So her friend's like, hey, if you know anybody who wanted to get chickens, and she's like, actually, I do know somebody who has chickens. And so that made it happen just through having connections. And then local people selling barnyard mixes or stuff like that for like $5 a bird. And I'll go and I bought eight of them at $5 each. And then between losing them and stuff, we have 5 left. And now they're starting to lay. So I'm like, oh, I'm glad I did that. Like, especially now, I'm glad that I was doing that, you know, making sure that I had, because I want to have lots of eggs. So that was my goal. Oh, Melissa, welcome. Also, we have an incubator. Yep, we incubate chickens twice. Yes, so, and Betty Jean just loves that. So we're going to be doing more of that. She's going to become our chicken whisperer, that's for sure. Try the Chop show. Yeah, the Chop, I bet they'll have, like, home cooks, you know, or maybe they'll be, like, home cooks on YouTube, and I can apply for a specific YouTube cooking one. Me and Brooke should go in it together or something, you know? Apply together. YouTubers or something. That'd be fun. I have chicken noodles with mushrooms and carrots and green beans on the side. That sounds good. Go against Bobby Flay? What should I cook against Bobby Flay? I don't know. He knows a lot of things. I don't know if I have a special dish where I feel like I could beat Bobby Flay. I don't know. I'll have to think about that. That is a good idea, though. I think you would be great on Chopped. You can make something out of nothing. That's true, but I've never been faced with a bear heart or something. So, you know, and I don't cook seafood that often. So that would be a big twist for me, is if I have to prepare something seafood, especially seafood that I've never experienced before. But you're right, I'm sure I could figure it out. Like, I've cooked seafood in the industry, you know, but I've never, like, even cooked a scallop. I've never cooked a scallop before, but I've cooked lobster, I've cooked shrimp, salmon, tilapia, but other than that, I haven't cooked any other kind of fish. So, a few seafood items, you know, the basic ones. I'm sure I could figure it out, though. You're right. You should do a 5-ingredient or less video. Yeah. You don't pluck, you just skin? Ah, that's a good idea. Right, we had grilled cheese with homemade honey wheat bread. Oh, that sounds good. And home cream of tomato soup. Girl, that sounds great. We used to do it when we were kids. Dad would cut the heads off. Grandma would dip them in boiling water, and we would pluck them. Yeah. We didn't make the kids pluck, but we might this year, because that was pretty. We did the boiling in water, and then husband and I plucked. But we had the kids involved, like they watched, you know, we talked about it, we talked about why we were doing it, and, you know, thanked the animal for giving its life for us so we can eat. And I think that's good for kids to be around that and to experience that. And, you know, like at first I was like, oh, what if they're traumatized, you know, especially with the of them, you know, but they were fine and they understood it, and, you know, they enjoyed being a part of it, and that was great. So I was like, okay, well, that went better than I thought it would. So that was a nice surprise. See, we're having hot dogs with chili, mac and cheese for dinner. Oh, kids have good taste. Oh, hey, Black Rabbit, how are you? Yes, hit that thumbs up. Thank you. If you drop the chickens boiling while the feathers fall off, no. Well, they loosen. You still gotta pluck them out, which is, ugh. Can you do a Dollar Tree challenge dinner? Yeah, I mean, I've never go to Dollar Tree. That's one of the things I was like, I kind of just do what I normally do. I don't know. I guess I could go and have a limit at Dollar Tree, and maybe since I don't go there, that would be the fun thing to kind of figure out what I could get from there. $5 though, huh? They have a funny looking contraction that turns around and around with all these nipples and the plucks of feathers. Yeah, it's called a chicken plucker. Yep, that's what I'm talking about. That thing's awesome. Let's see, you make anything against Bobby Flay, maybe game. Ooh, game ingredients, elk, etc. That's a good idea. I saw someone cooking with bison the other day, and I'm like, ooh, I could do that. You need low carb ideas, says Liz. You could do a series Dollar Tree. Can you do risotto good? I've done risotto a couple of times, like 2 times. I mean, I'm sure I could do it. I know the basic way on how to make risotto. I mean, I watch Hell's Kitchen, you know. It's a risotto. It's easy. And wet chicken feathers stick so much. Yeah, they do stink, don't they? And I'm like, that was the smell. I was like, oh, that was worse than it was the friggin', and then they had the brown stuff on their belly, you know. Ugh. Not looking forward to that, but we're probably going to do it anyway. I also heard the feathers come off easy if you take them off when it's killed and stay freshly warm. Now, wait. Yes, so you let it drain, dunk, pluck. Let's see. Our Aldi has bison on sale today. Bison is good. It is really good. You know, it's just a leaner meat, but it's not like super gamey, you know, like venison would be. Even though I don't think venison is too bad. I like venison, so. Hey, Destiny, how are you? Did you get your cooking skills being a line chef? I try, but most of my food is edible at best. Yes, I have been a line cook for quite a while, and then I did go to baking school, pastry school. But that was like fresh out of high school. I didn't really retain much from it. Most of my experience I got from line cooking and then just cooking at home. My mom, she cooked a lot of like mix it together meals like those like hamburger helper or like mac and cheese with Velveeta. You know, she had some good, like she could make a killer gravy. That's where I learned to make my gravy, was from my mom. But I have definitely exceeded my mom's skills in cooking. And yeah, and now I'm a better cook because I'm not a line cook and I have the freedom to be home and I can try different things. And that's really what I'm enjoying. Like, I didn't really realize how much I love cooking until I quit cooking, right? Like, I got out of the kitchen industry and got home, and I'm like, well, now I'm not stuck to a recipe card. I'm not restricted to what the company says. You know, I can think out of the box. I can try new stuff. I can try different seasonings. And I'm like, that stuff's really good. And that's when I started making my own broth. Like, I didn't start doing that till like 3 years ago. I wasn't into any from scratch canning. I never did any canning or anything growing up. Like, I didn't start that until 3 years ago when we moved here, is mostly when I started it. And I had to teach myself it because we had a garden, and then the food bank, they just would give you so much produce, and I'm like, man, the only way to preserve this is if I learned how to can. So I pretty much had to force myself to learn how to can. And then ever since I've learned, it's been downhill since then, because it's just so much fun and you get addicted to it and be like, ooh, what else can I do? What else can I can? What else can I make? You know, it's exciting. And then you put in all that hard work that normally if you work in a restaurant, you prep for 8 hours straight, you know, and then you go in the next day and they're like, oh, we ran out by 6 p.m. Now you got to do even more. It's like, man, like, it's just all that work was not for you, you know, it's for somebody else, and it's just gone. Whereas when you're working at home in your own pantry, working for yourself, you know, for your family, then if you had a long day, then I'll just go and I look at my counter and I see the 22 jars I just canned today. And I was like, yeah, I did that. And then tomorrow I get to write on them and I get to put them in my shelf. And I stand there with my coffee in my pantry, you know, and I just look at all that I've done and all that I've accomplished. And I was like, that was all me. And it's just such a good feeling, you know. It gives you, it's hard when you're home, when you're used to working so much and have a full-time job, and then you go to being home and now you're homeschooling, and like that's your importance, like that's where you're needed, is home. But it's hard to find fulfillment in home stuff. Like, you don't get to finish a checklist your boss gave you, you know. You gotta give yourself the projects, give yourself the checklist, and then when you finish it, you have to praise yourself, right? And give yourself the reward of, man, you did a great job today, Carolina. Or it's like, man, look what I did today. Or, man, I'm going to bed and this kitchen looks great. Good job. Like, husband and I are really good about pointing out to each other when we do a good job at something. And even if he doesn't notice that you do a good job, I'll mention it and be like, husband, look at this kitchen. He's like, yeah, it does look good, you know. And so even if I gotta, hey, look what I did, you know, he'll still notice it and point it out. And just being able to go to the pantry and seeing your achievements is very rewarding and very fulfilling, and makes you feel like, you know, I do have a purpose. My purpose is to feed my family and to find joy out of the simple things again, you know. So you're not rush like it is in the industry. All right, sorry, I kind of went off on a little tangent there. All right, I'd love to see you do a dollar stew meal and make it fancy. All right, if I can do it, you can definitely do it. All right, guys, that's like 4 of you. So I guess I'm gonna go to Dollar Tree and I'll see what they got. Let's see, is that gonna be my limit? A $5 meal, elevated? We got ground bison at Costco. It's just like beef. Yes, I've seen ground bison at Costco too. Yeah, and it's a lot leaner for you too. Mama Baird's cookbook. A lot of people have been asking about a cookbook. Rachel Ray and Julia Child were my mentors. Yes, Rachel Ray was mine too. She was really great. I watched her a lot growing up. I forgot about Julia. Yeah, I watched her a lot growing up, and I got a lot of her cookbooks. Her cookbooks are where I started looking at cookbooks and imitating recipes. Julia Child, I do need to watch her more. A lot of people have told me I need to watch her, so I do. Oh, hello, Joyce. Welcome. I've seen risotto on Hill's chicken. Did I say chicken? I like Vanessa as long as it's specifically processed. Biscuits and gravy, yum. Yes, smash that like button. Thank you, Kate. No one has given me a coffee symbol. Oh, hey, Angela. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. Stopped your chores for me. How sweet. Oh, hey, Sarah from Michigan. How are you? If your assistance with food resources are posted in the description of this video, don't go hungry. Reach out. Yes. Jody, hello, hello. I've learned to cook when I was 8 years old because my mom was in good health. Oh, that's good. So your mom helped you cook, Amanda? Did she show you? I started cooking in my 20s when I was out on my own in my own apartment. Yes, I didn't make my own broth until I had kids to stretch the food 10 years ago. Yeah, that's like a lot of people, oh, you can make your own broth? Like it's like oh, and it's really easy. I'm typo like crazy. You have crumbs stuck to your keyboard. Now come on, don't be eating around your keyboard. Oh, that's awesome. I make basic lists to feel accomplished. Literally water the plants, vacuum exceller. Yeah, jealous canning scares me. I'm all about the freezer. Yes, enjoy the little things. Well, canning, like, it can be intimidating at first, but it's like, I don't know, like, once I got over the first hump and just did a project, and I was like, I'm just going to do it. If it doesn't turn out, it doesn't turn off. Like, beans is a great first project to do because a bag of beans doesn't cost anything. And that's all you just can the beans. It's the longest processing time, so it gets you familiar with it. Watching the first time, you're just going to sit there and stare at your canner, and you're going to watch the gauge, and you're going to watch the weight, and you're going to, oh, is it too high? Oh, what should I do? Oh, is it, and you're just going to be hovering, But then it'll be like, now I got my canner going. I'll be like, I got to just throw things in the canner real quick while I'm running around doing stuff, Now that electric pressure canner would be even better because then you don't have to babysit it. Like I got husband in there watching it for me now. But pretty soon you could hear by the like whether, oh, that's going too high or, oh, that needs to go a little longer. I haven't heard that in a while. My son Gideon hates my canner. He hates the noise that's like, Mama, when you gonna stop doing that? Why do you keep doing it all the time? Like, I'm sorry. Well, Dollar Tree is $1.25, so I'd say $8 to play it safe. $5 at Dollar Tree is only 4 items. Yeah, that's true, Melissa. I was just thinking the half gallon of cheese you have, make broccoli cheddar soup. Yes, I have made that before. It's so good. Do you remember the show called Sugar? I don't think I do, Danielle. Say $8. All right, everybody says $8 dinner at Dollar Tree. Okay. Hey, Marcy, how are you? Oh, Jody, thank you. Teresa, you made it. Yeah. Oh, good night, Ray. Thanks for stopping by and chatting with us. Really appreciate you jumping in and talking with us. Oh, Alicia, hello. Hello from Ohio. Is it snowing in Ohio? My dad was a cook in the Army. That's awesome, Amanda. I was thinking about cooking in the Navy. I wanted to do that out of high school, but I was too chunky, so instead I went to pastry school and got even chunkier. Oh, it's your first time in a live, Teresa? Well, welcome. I'm glad you could make it. I heard Rachel Ray. I was on her show as a guest. Wow, it was all about the color orange. That's where my name comes from. Nice, orange guy. So what's Rachel Ray like? Is she just as nice? She seems like a really nice person, but celebrities. Are beans water bath or pressure cooked? Pressure cooked for meat times. Dinah, are you still Tony, why are you talking about Scream 4? If he keeps going on. Yeah, will you remove him, Dinah? Tony? What had Rachel Ray? She was very young. 30. 30 instant meals? Yeah. What's my favorite kitchen gadget? I don't know. I need a good mandolin. I love mandolins. They're so nice. Very dangerous, but very nice. And now I got that new dicer. That's going to be my favorite kitchen gadget. Oh, and I was cleaning it, and I ran it through the dishwasher because I'm like, well, let's see what it goes through the dishwasher. And it did great, but it still had like some onion and stuff stuck in the grates of the dicer. So I used my stainless steel straw cleaner, and it fit right in the holes perfectly. That's what she said. And I got it nice and clean. So I'm like, man, I wish I would have discovered that when I was a line cook, because I could never get that. I had a toothpick scraping, getting all that stuff out. So those things work perfect if you have that. Hi, Carolina from New Jersey. I love your channel. Just found you pop up on my feed. Oh, well, welcome. Thank you. Love watching your channel. Thank you, Marcy. Sugar and Rachel Ray from back in the day. I don't think so, Danielle. I don't remember that. Hello from fellow Montanan. Oh, hello. You're just a couple hours from me. Very nice. Small world, right? Well, Montana's a big state, though. Hi, Julie. How are you? She was super sweet to me. It was my first time in New York City, and they paid the tab. Oh, that's awesome, Orange Guy. That's good to know. I was asking if you ever ate rabbit. Oh, I have had rabbit before, Panda Bear. It's really good. Rabbit is a meat source that we are considering whenever we do have a homestead. Sorry, I got distracted. When we do have a homestead, we are thinking about doing rabbits because they are pretty easy and tasty, and they reproduce like crazy. So it's a good idea to have rabbits on the homestead. So eventually. Oh, you're not a mod then? Not a mod. All right. Is Liz probably not still here? I haven't seen her. I need more mods. Can you do a video on homemade fries? Yes, that's a great idea, Liz. Especially since I got my dicer. Like, is that cheating because I use my dicer? I could cut by hand and then also use my dicer. That's a good idea. Show several options. And then, oh, guys, you know what I made today? Fried macaroni and cheese balls. That's going to be in my video tomorrow. But, oh, it was so good. I remember those from Cheesecake Factory. But, yeah, homemade fries are good. I used to bake them in the oven, too. So I could do, like, ooh, that would be a good idea to make it longer. I could do, like, baked fries or air fryer fries, maybe. Do a little variety. Hello, Dakota. Another state name. I like it. How much bacon do you have left? 79 pounds. Good evening from Ireland, or the UK, sorry. Again, I watch your channel regularly. I was awed at how much bacon you got. That is, yes, lots of bacon, and they still have more. I went there the last 2 weeks, and they had more bacon there. I'm just like, no more cases of bacon for Mama Bear. No more. I can't do it. Home fries are easy. French or home fries. Home fries are good, too. Rabbit soup. Do they taste like chicken? They're very neutral, like chicken, so they don't have a big flavor, so they kind of take on whatever seasonings you have. So that's why it kind of compares that it tastes like chicken, because it's a neutral flavor like chicken. So kind of like fish, how you have like cod and halibut. Those are in tilapia. Those white fish are usually pretty neutral in flavor, and they take on the seasonings or the marinades. So that's the same thing with rabbit. Barry was my bulldog mod, Dinah. You're right. She was on it. I'll mod for you, Mama. I'm on all the ding time. All right. Yeah, I need someone to kick all the... Sometimes these guys come here and spell out P space E space N. It's like, dude, get out of here. Rabbit is so good. Just a lot of work for the amount of meat per animal. Yeah. And then that would be... I guess you could make rabbit stock. I don't see why not. I made you a gift, so watch your P.O. box. I'll be seeing it soon. Took me a few days to make. Oh, Orange Guy, thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. I'm excited now. You can mod for me? Okay. Do you have my email? I think if you email me, and then we can work that out. I need a Gmail to add you as a mod. So my email is mamabairdspantry@gmail.com. Black rabbit. I don't eat rabbits. That's funny. Fried mac and cheese balls. It sounds excellent. It was really good too. I did not have any panko breadcrumbs though. Unacceptable. I need to get some. Those are so good. In the South, the gas stations back in the 80s used to sell potato wedges. So good. Yeah, they still have potato wedges in gas stations. Usually, like the thicker ones. Here in Montana, they call them JoJo's. I was not aware of that. I would say potato wedge, and they're like, what do you want? I'm like, potato. Oh, the JoJo's. Yeah, I thought that was a person. Made that fried mac and cheese balls in the past. Yummy. Haven't made lately, so I have to make it. Oh, it was so good. It was from Costco mac and cheese too, so that was really good. Jeannie, hello from Texas. Love the bacon hauls. I know, so much bacon. Have you ever cooked with any tofu? No, and I do not plan to. That's another thing when some people ask about like specialty diets, like cooking for that. And I was like, well, we don't have to cook like that, so I don't usually do that. But on the other hand, it's not going to kill us to have a low carb dinner or a, a vegetarian dinner or something. Too bad you don't have your freeze dryer yet. You can put your bacon in there. Well, I'm going to have my freeze dryer soon. So I don't know if bacon freeze dries is too well. You'd have to really make sure it's cooked and as much fat off of it as possible, because fat and sugar are one of the things that don't freeze dry that great from my research. So that'll be a nice experiment as well. Tofu is not hard to make, absorbs flavors. Yeah. She really did, Dinah. She loved helping me. She was a great aunt. Batter potato wedges are awesome fried. I love our gas stations. Our QT and Racetrack, they don't carry them. Ugh, I miss Quick Trip so much. We have no Quick Trip here. And they had this, it's like a peach mango iced tea. Oh, I do not really drink tea or iced tea, but I drank that there. That was so good. Do you make homemade banana pudding or do you use box pudding? I have not made, oh, hi, Susie. I don't think I've seen you. Yeah, hi. I have not made banana pudding, like, ever. So, I would probably make it homemade. That would be better and, pretty easy to do. You just make a pastry cream, which is egg yolks. That's one thing I almost feel bad doing egg videos right now because of it's like bad timing, Carolina. Tofu takes on any flavor and it's delicious. All right, if you say so. I think it's kind of spongy in my experience, but... Oh, hello from Scotland. Hello, Carol. Love your name. I sent you an email. I'm not a weirdo, I promise. I have a channel and I have modded a lot, so I can help you out if needed somebody. Thank you, Black Rabbit. I will probably take you up on that. I will take as many as I can get. Can I buy your coffee with PayPal? How does that work? You're so very nice and so real. Always watch your channel. Oh, thank you. I actually have, it's called Buy Me a Coffee. It's a web page you go to, and then that's where you can buy me a coffees and stuff is the best way to do it. I have a program set up there. I wonder if I can type it. Let's see. See, I got a message here. Nope. All right. I don't know. I messed it all up now. Anyway, yes, it's buymeacoffee.com. I can link it in the video when I'm done with this too. Also, if you go to my last video, it's in a pinned comment, so you can see that there as well. But thank you. I really appreciate that. Banana pudding is the bomb with homemade custard. I'm sure it is. And homemade custard really isn't that hard. That'd be a good one to do too. I have a simple recipe. I'll send it to you. Just 5 ingredients. Cook on the stovetop. Send it, Susie. I'm all about that. Good morning, Nina. How are you? You should show people how to make homemade banana pudding. Yeah, don't even think about it. Do you have produce co-ops up there? We probably do, actually. Yes, we do have produce co-ops, which I've been thinking about joining a couple of them. I also just want to like get in good with some other local farmers who do a lot of like veggies and stuff, so I can maybe we could swap stuff or do something to that. Carol, I'm new to your channel. Well, welcome, Carol. It's so nice to have you here. The link is in the description box below. Thank you, Black Rabbit. A custard is really good. Oh, it is really good. And it's so simple, too. Like, that's one of the first things I remember making in pastry school was homemade custard. And we did vanilla custard, and oh, so good. Yeah. So that was a good idea, banana pudding. You got to use vanilla wafers, right? I'm so old and lazy about cooking. That's why I like to watch you cook. Yep. I get that. Like, it's just, I'll just watch it through somebody else and just imagine eating it. I love watching other people cook, too. You know, it's just, I don't know. People have great ideas, and a lot of people can think of something that you may not necessarily think of, you know? Oh, hi, Gigi. How are you? If you guys are new, make sure you thumbs up this video, please. I appreciate it. I'm probably not going to stay on much longer. I got to come up with something for dinner. I don't know. Maybe I still got all that ricotta. And I found some, what are they called? The noodle, the long Noodles manicotti. I don't know. I can't say it. I would see it if I could see it right now. But there's some of that where you just pipe like the stuffing in there and then you bake it. That would be fun. I've never made something like that. I could do like ricotta cheese filling. We used to raise rabbits. The first kill and cook, my kids refused to eat it. Tears were flowing. Aw, that's what I was worried about with the chickens, but rabbits are a lot cuter than chickens, so I could see that would be hard. It's even hard to cook for just one person. You think it'd be easy. It is hard to cook for one person. It really is. Like, I remember I was on my own for like a year, and I had to learn how to cook for one because I always cooked for an army. What's your favorite recipe or dish to make? I like making fried rice. I don't make it too often, but that's one of my go-tos is fried rice. That has peppers and bacon and lots of soy sauce. Sometimes I put scrambled eggs in it, sometimes I don't. It all depends. The bacon's the secret ingredient, though, which I wonder if I have any of that. Stop bragging. I'm not trying to brag. But yeah, that's good. What else do I like to make? I like to make, well, chili mac is pretty easy, and it's pretty good. Like, the kids eat it, husband eats it, I eat it. It's just mac and cheese with a can of tomato soup, just straight out of the can, and then some ground beef. You mix that up, add some cheese to it if you want. Bam, that's it. Like, it's just really good. And you could just use macaroni noodles too if you don't want to use the mac and cheese, and then just add cheese, you know. Ah, you made manicotti, is that it? Manicotti? Thank you for spelling that. Now I can see it. Tonight. That's so funny with the meat sauce. So do you stuff it with like cheese and then you pour the meat sauce on top? Is that how you do it? I have not made one before, but I assume that's what it is, you know. I don't make much pasta. I need to change that. Husband like loves Italian and wants all these pasta dishes, and I don't know, I don't cook with pasta that much. It's never in my mind to go to pasta, which needs to change. Pasta is delicious. I also want to make some gnocchi, gnocchi. That's going to be on my list of stuff to achieve this year too. Like, I should just have a list of stuff that I want to learn how to make this year. Maybe we can start a bucket list of stuff we want to learn, recipes we want to try, or like trying to make gnocchi. I want to make homemade pizza dough. You know, I can try anything that I want to learn this year. That would be fun. I should do that. Maybe next live we'll do that. We'll make a bucket list of meals to learn, you know. Dinah says it's very hard to cook for one. Yes. Homemade baked rice pudding with cinnamon and nutmeg. Oh, that sounds so good. Oh, Gigi made sloppy joes. And your 90-year-old uncle. Wow. He made quail stew for the hubs. Nice. And you got a pear cobbler in there. Look at you, Gigi. You want to roll. Bacon snob. I have a bacon snob on it. I love easy throw together meals. Me too. Like, and you always have to have a couple up your sleeve that you will have all the ingredients for all the time and that everybody likes, and you can just throw it together real fast and be like, you know what, we're having a chili mac night. Everybody's like, yay, you know. In my younger mom days, I would make Jello-based suckers and taffy. Oh, that's interesting. It's very important learning lesson for the kids to see where their food actually comes from. Yeah, they are from Montana now. They're going to be tough cookies. They really are, Danielle. They really are. Like, I'm happy for them that they're going to have Montana as their childhood home, you know. Like, I wish I had Montana, you know, and I wish I had the gardening and the canning and everything too, but it's fun that I get to be the mom that does it. Like, I'm okay. Like, I'm not like, dang you, mom, for not being a canner, you know. Like, I'm glad that I get to be the mom to do that for my kids, you know. I'm glad that that's something new that I get to bring to the generations, you know, and hopefully they will continue to do it, and maybe my love of being in the kitchen will spark one of their loves in the kitchen, but if not, that's okay too. You know, at least they'll know basic cooking so they will survive, you know, even if doesn't become their thing, you know. But yes, I'm glad they have Montana too. Like, it's great. You made purple sweet potato gnocchi recently. So delicious. Awesome. I bet that was pretty. Gnocchi's good in stews. I'd like to see some doughs. Okay. Yeah, I want to do some toes. I want to do some doughs as well, especially like even donuts. That would be fun to do. I saw a recipe for a potato donut where you use leftover mashed potatoes. That would be fun. I make it like an unlayered lasagna. Gnocchi's the bomb. I submit for pasta of all sorts. Delicious, yes. Have you made kombucha? I have tried making kombucha. Like, I like it from the store, but I have not been able, I was not able to master it, so I liked it at home. Like, I think that I went too long in the fermenting of it, and it didn't taste as good as the bottled ones did. And I would like to retry it because especially since, we kicked the soda habit, it would be nice to have something to drink. And I do think that I would like kombucha. I probably just need to figure it out a little more. Oh, good night, Liz. I'm glad you caught a live too. Thanks for being here. I'm so happy for you guys to be in Montana. Me too. This is definitely the best decision we made, was moving to Montana for sure. Ooh. That was my last sip there. Oh, this one's from Chicago. Hello, how are you? My mom didn't can either. That's also my role. Yeah, and that's okay. Like, our mom's generation were all about women working and women trying to prove they're just as good as men, and women had to be moms, be wives, and have a career, and so I feel like our moms were thrust into the career life, and that's why a lot of the domestic home life skills went away, because people didn't have to do that anymore, or now they had fast food, they had grocery stores with convenience food, frozen foods, delis, all this stuff where they could get food. They didn't have to grow their own food and can it anymore because they had modern conveniences, which really I think were the downfall of our country, but that's a whole nother talk for a whole nother day. Things like canning are an art that needs to be passed down so it's not lost. I agree. And I think now's the time to learn before you need to know it. Like, start learning it now, start practicing now, where you still have the grocery store as an option, because someday you may not have it, and then that's not the time to learn how to bake bread, because then you're going to be burning it because you don't have it down by then, I'm losing my voice talking so much, guys. So my throat's like, get over the sickness. Scones are fun. Something like your biscuits. I add either cheese or raisins. Ooh, that would be good. Scones have thought. I have a lot of jalapenos that I need to use, like pickled jalapenos, so I could do like cheese and pickled jalapenos. Ooh, and bacon. Is that too much for a scone? That sounds pretty good. And then you could spread it with cream cheese when it comes out. Can you spread cream cheese on a scone? Or is that bad taste? I don't understand why people use all-purpose flour instead of self-rising. What's the big difference? Self-rising has the leavening in it, so baking soda, baking powder, and it has the salt in it already, whereas all-purpose doesn't have any of that. It's just the flour. So that's the difference between self-rising. You can make your own self-rising flour. Amy Marin makes donuts from bean, like vanilla beans. Oh, from beans. From vanilla beans. Instead of potatoes, like beans. Okay, I see what you're saying. I would love to see a homemade crust for peach cobbler. Ooh, that would be good. Husband loves peach cobbler. I moved to Missoula from California. Best decision I've ever made for me and my daughter. That's awesome, Teresa. Missoula is so great, too. Like, everybody here is just so nice. My mom could do that because of her help, because of YouTube. Wanted to learn how to can, just watch it. Yeah, YouTube is a great resource. I learned how to can from YouTube. Like, anything I need to teach myself, like if I want to learn an editing trick or something, YouTube. If I want to learn something with the chickens, YouTube. If I want to learn a homeschooling technique, YouTube. Like, YouTube is a great resource. Like, use it. That's what it's here for, and that's what I'm trying to show everybody too, is like, use the resources that you have at your disposal. That's what they're there for. You can cut canned biscuits and make donut holes, roll in cinnamon sugar, and fry it. That would be good. Homemade bread is good too. Oh, homemade bread is so good. I learned to can on YouTube, fantasizing world of discoveries. It really is. YouTube is great. And there's so many different channels that do it so many different ways, and explain stuff differently. So if you find the right person that helps you understand it, be like, oh, I get it now, Make the scone. Cheddar biscuits like Red Lobster. Oh, that would be good too. Those are drop biscuits, I think. When I worked full-time, we lived off convenience food, simply didn't have enough hours in the day. Yep, this is why it's so beautiful that you're able to stay at home. It really is, Danielle. Like, I'm very thankful that I'm able to stay home. And that was one of our main goals when we moved here, is to get me to stay home. And, you know, I worked part-time on the weekends at Applebee's when we first moved here. And then I discovered DoorDash and Uber, so I started doing that. And that was great because then I could do it on the weekend and make it just as much, if not more, working the weekend door dashing, where I can do it whenever I want. I don't have to just work night shifts. I don't have to work with teenage boys, you know, behind the line. You actually work for yourself. You pick up what orders you want. And I got to drive all around Missoula, see all these beautiful things. I would do Instacart grocery shopping, so I'd get my shopping fix without spending money. In fact, I would make money doing it. You know, and that's where I made a lot of my connections, was meeting people just by doing deliveries. And that got me out of the kitchen and like out into the nature. So I got to see the mountains all the time. All day long, I'd be driving around looking at the mountains. You know, it was great. And then I started, because of my contacts through Instacart, I started housekeeping, and then I left Instacart and then started doing the housekeeping. And that was something I could do at home. I could do on the weekends, or, you know, when my mother-in-law could watch the kids, and I could go do a housekeeping job or something. And then I started doing that, and then I discovered YouTube, and it took me a while to get on YouTube. Like, husband had to convince me. It took 3 months of him convincing me before I would do it. Because I was just like, well, what am I going to bring to the table? You know, what do I have that's different? There's so many homesteading channels, cooking channels, you know, like, I'm just going to be doing the same stuff they're doing. But, you know, husband convinced me to go for it. I'm glad he did, because it's one of the best things that has happened to me, is this past year of having the channel and seeing where it can go, and just kind of pushing myself and seeing what I'm capable of, not only with my channel, but like with doing the editing and coming up with ideas in my head for the sponsors and doing little skits and infomercials. You know, like, it's fun. It's like, this is my job. Like, I feel like this is what I've been waiting for, you know, and it's almost too good to be true. Like, I'm waiting for something to happen where it's not going to work out, you know, and but it's going great, and I'm very thankful that because of this, I get to stay home even more now. You know, now I get to, right now I'm working. I'm sitting here having cups of coffee, you know, technically working, you know, and it's just great. Very thankful for it. So yes, it is beautiful that I get to stay home with the kids. It's made a lot of difference for our family, you know. Time zone, I'm mountain time, so right now it is 5:36. Oh, my grandmother used to make a pinto bean cake. Interesting. I love canning. I canned a load of pinto beans this week and cooked a turkey and canned it up. Good job. I'm going to try and clean out my freezer and get it all canned. That's what I'm doing right now, Gigi. I did 2 turkeys. I got them canned and made stock. Well, I cooked the turkeys, made the stock, and then canned the turkeys in its own stock. And then right now I have canned beef stroganoff in the canner that I made from some stew meat that I pulled out of my freezer to make room for all that freezer food. I'm like, you know what, I'll just can up some beef stroganoff because I don't have much on the shelf. And last time I did ground beef, so this one's stewed meat, so that'll be interesting, doing a little different take. Oh, good evening, Edward. How are you? Oh, hey, Holly. Oh, you're having dinner with mom and dad. Well, that's good. That's always important. That's what happened in 2020. People found different ways to earn money. Yeah, and then once they discovered, they're like, well, shoot, I'm not going back to work. Like, that's how I feel. Like, people are like, you know, everybody's shorthanded. I'm like, well, I'm one of those people that left the industry and decided to find a job elsewhere because I just was tired of it. You know, that's a lot of work for not a lot of pay. You know, it takes 2 incomes to support one family, and that's barely supporting them mostly. Hi, Anne. You're amazing. Aw, thank you. You're amazing. Dolly, hello from Michigan. How are you? Is it snowing there? Absolutely love your channel, and you're so much fun. Oh, thank you, Dolly. I appreciate that. Well, I think you're going to grow and grow. Well, thank you, Black Rabbit. I appreciate that. I'm so jealous of your views of those beautiful outdoor scenes. Keep putting those clips in your videos. Okay, I will. I throw them in whenever I go get them, but I will keep doing that. I want to go down to the river because the river is really nice and has some good scenes, so hopefully I can do that soon. Amy says you are a natural. Oh, thank you, Amy. Your personality is awesome. Thank you, Gigi. you have helped people with going to food banks too. I have, and that was a unexpected surprise. Like I was almost not even going to talk about the food bank, but I'm like, how am I going to tell people I'm a frugal living channel when I'm cooking a $50, lamb roast, but I got it at the food bank. So I'm like, I have to talk about the food bank. So I just started talking about it. And then when some people started giving me crap about it, I spoke up against that. And that's really what made my channel grow, was me having a voice for the food bank, for people who need to go. And then I started encouraging other people to go instead of giving in to the haters and quit talking about the food bank. I embraced it and flew with it, and that seems to be what people really needed. And that was completely unexpected. I wasn't like, I was kind of just standing up for myself, and I ended up standing up for this whole community of people. And it's like, wow, I'm glad I could do that. I'm glad I have that voice to help people go, because a lot of people don't know it's a resource, and I know I didn't. So I wish I had somebody telling me, when I first got pregnant, about the food bank. Marcia says, I'm so happy for you. Thank you. If you want to like to buy it up, thank you, Black Rabbit. Sharing that you should go relax and have a blue moon. Oh, I should have a blue moon. You're right. Oh, I love blue moons. So good. You will do great on YouTube. You are very knowledgeable and a great personality. Thank you, Susan. And that's like, I like learning. Like, you guys help me learn so much. So I think just being sorry, got a weather alert. But just being receptive to learn new things, I think really helps you grow as a person too. So I'm really trying to keep that. Danielle says your channel really feels unique, better than other homesteaders. You have the best both worlds, not completely homesteading. City people also identify with you, and it's strictly your personality. Oh, thank you, Danielle. Oh, John, you made it. Where have you been? How are you? You are amazing and fun. Thank you. And sometimes it's just very hard because people can be so ugly and mean with their words. They really can. And, you just gotta, like, these people don't know you. You gotta keep that in mind, that these people don't know you. They don't know your situation. Like, projecting, I wish I would have known about projection and people projecting their fears and anxieties and can't do's onto you because they believe they can't do it. So, therefore, you can't do it because they couldn't do it. And be like, no, that's not the case. We are currently canning chili, taco meat, and sloppy Joe meat. Yes, why we listen to you. Perfect channel to listen to while we get this done. Yay! Don't forget to wipe them rims. I was saying maybe you can keep a live camera going outdoors, show your area. Yeah, I can do a live outside one time when it's not blistering cold. Yeah, that'd be great. I've done like a garden tour before in a live, so I can do that again. We can go up. You can meet my chickens. Fortunately, my foot isn't infected. I have to look at my feet every day. Well, good, John. Yeah, keep looking at them, making sure it doesn't get infected. I think you've helped people who are struggling with the stigma of food banks. I think it's changed people's lives. Well, that's awesome. I'm glad I could do that because, people shouldn't feel embarrassed or ashamed to go. And I'm glad that I can help people see that, I appreciate you standing up. It gave me the courage to go for the first time. Well, thank you, Holly. See, that's what I like to hear. I like that, I like to hear that I'm making a difference. It means a lot to me, because I don't know, I didn't strive to do that. I didn't think that I'd be the person to inspire and other people, but, I'm embracing it, that's for sure. And I'm glad that I do that. That makes me feel very validated for what I do, I volunteer at the food bank, and I tell you people, if you want to know how they were the best place to do is volunteer first. Yes, I just turned in my application to volunteer as well. So the biggest thing was I was worried because I didn't have anybody to watch the kids. But they said that they could be in the Empower place while I volunteer. So I'm like, oh, well, that's a game changer. So that's going to be fun. And then I'm talking to a lady about doing cooking classes there and probably eventually canning classes. I'm sure I can talk them into. So that'll be super fun too for me. Have you ever made chicken natiti? Netty? Chicken netty? No, I have not. I probably butchered that the word. Thank you for sharing your life and talents with us. Oh, you're welcome, Lana. Thanks for being interested in my life and talents. Oh, April, hey, welcome. Sorry I'm late. That's all right. I'll let it slide this time, as long as you give me a like. Here in Chicago, the food banks are cutting from every week to once a month. Man, there's a lot of people in Chicago, though. We probably got a lot of people. Like, that's where, but there's got to be a lot of stores in there too. So is it just like stores aren't donating their expired food to the food banks? Like, why is it that my food bank has an abundance, but food banks in a bigger city don't? That doesn't, to me, that doesn't make sense. I mean, I do understand there's more people, but there should be more grocery stores too, right? Yes, we got a few inches on Wednesday and getting more tomorrow. Can't wait to see your content each time. Oh, thank you, Dolly. There's a lot of stigma over food banks and incentives when it's reality in life. Life's hard enough, yeah. You did well sticking up for those who do. Thank you, Anne. Keep the outdoor camera running 24/7. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes. Isabella's blog has super easy and delicious masa recipe for tamales. Thank you, Angela. I will check that out. I do need to learn some tamales. You guys are serious about these tamales. I got to do it now. I can watch these lives all day long. Oh, thank you. I'm glad I'm entertaining. Carol, you're from Scotland. Nice. Have an idea. Don't know if it will work. 3 cans of tomato soup and a can of pizza sauce and 4 cans of milk and grilled cheese to go with it. That sounds pretty good, John. Let us know. Like a little tomato soup kind of thing, huh? I want to try canned Salisbury steak next. Maybe an onion beef broth so I can make your gravy later. That sounds good. I seen Linda at Linda's Pantry do some, but she did pork meat. I'd rather beef. Yeah, beef would be good. So is that where you would just can it in the patty form? Like if you would do like sausage patties? Have I ever made stovies? No, I haven't heard of stovies. Nothing wrong with going to food banks. Like you said, most of the time the food is being tossed in the trash because people don't go. Yes. Y'all can keep your snow. Oh, gosh. That's crazy. Your food bank went from once a week to once a month to once a week. Oh, yours went from once a month to once a week. Okay, so now you're able to go more often. That's good. Well, guys, I'm probably going to jump off here. Gotta go help husband manage the children. Ah, he's doing good. Go get more coffee. I'm all out. But thank you for spending some time with me this Saturday. Saturday. This patties or the chopsteaks. Okay, that's good. I was thinking about doing a canned peppered steak. So like you do strips of steak and then strips of pepper and then you can it. I don't know. I guess a beef broth would be in that. That sounds good because I have a lot of like tough steak that needs to be cooked for a while. So I'd either crock pot it or have it cook in the pressure cooker. Pressure canning problems, you know, or pressure canning process. Blah, blah, blah. Thank you. Looking for your next live. Thank you, guys. Thanks for being here. I had a lot of fun. You guys are so great. And remember that if you would like to support the channel, the Buy Me a Coffee link is below. Yes, add sliced onions to the steak and peppers. Oh, good job. Good job. That's a good idea. But yeah, and I should have another video coming out tomorrow. Depends on how early I wake up. But thank you so much for being here, guys, and spending your evening with me. I really appreciate it. And I will catch you next time on Mama Bear.